doubts and fears written in gold. Truth appears as stories unfold. Flip the cards, turn around.
And good morning again, and welcome to the My Tarot Morning Reflection, our daily inventory and our chance to just sit down and remember to take a breath. I'm sitting here looking at this shirt, which was I'd done an event for Time Bomb Tattoo, but it's almost like meta. It's like, here we are. Well, you had to be there. Anyway, I hope everybody had an amazing day yesterday. I hope today is going well. Again, I'm feeling grateful because I was running around like the proverbial chicken this morning, trying to get things ready and done. Get my coffee. And then 7:15, the expectations I have to sit down. Karina, how are you? Boy, when am I going to get this? Hello, Jenny. Good morning. So, again, I was just expressing my gratitude because even 30 seconds up to this point, I was getting my coffee and everything else. Jenna, good morning. How are you? See, and by being here every day, I get to see wonderful people. So, what are we doing anyway? We're checking in with the universe, seeing if we have any angers or resentments or things that might just kind of knock us off our game today. And when we slow down and just kind of breathe, it gives us a chance to just reflect and say, oh, how am I doing today? And then getting our feet flat on the floor and then butt doing the kitty dance to get comfortable. Checking in with the shoulders and taking a breath. And seeing where our neck is. It's got to change alpha waves. And then using something like I do, I use the tarot here to share with people as a mirror to reflect back and see if there's anything to look at. I am doing well. I hope you're doing okay. How's everything going? So, how do we do this? We get the breath, listen to the cards like the sounds of the ocean, make sure everybody's doing okay. Because, man, like I say, we recognize for some people it's rough out there. So, I'm doing pretty good. I just don't want to lose sight of the reality for other people who may not even have a roof. I'm just thinking about some friends who have gone through that whole shutdown thing. And so, but this is our chance to check in with the universe. Or as I like to say, the universe holds up a mirror, asks us, what do we see? And I use the tarot as the reflection. You can use yoga, you can use anything else. So, what am I going to do first? I'm going to make our 3 stacks. And it's like each one of these is a different thread going out to the universe. It's like each one of these is a different thought or idea. And if we believe in the multiverse, it's like each one of these is a different path to take, because this stack will lead down one conversation. This is going to lead us in a totally different direction, and this conversation will be totally different than the other two. Today, let's take the bottom stack, or what I like to think of as things that are underneath that might be influencing us and we don't even realize it. So I'm going to do our 3 and 1. I wonder how Maureen's doing. I might have to text her. So, I am going to flip each card over one at a time like we're reading the pages of a book. And this it really is, it's like after all these years, it really is always exciting because I never know what it's going to be. And the first card is, we start off with a major again, and it is the Chariot. Look at this guy. So we have our charioteer here. He has this chariot. Notice that he doesn't even have reins on the sphinxes here. You know, they will move just on his willpower alone. So this is about just plowing through stuff, doing what we need to do, getting things done. You know, I don't feel like getting out of bed. And then it's like, well, I don't feel like driving to work. But it's like, you know what, today I've got a project to finish and I'm going to get out there. And we do it. We find that extra strength and we get out there to accomplish something. And that's what this is. This is about just applying that strength to that willpower that says, I'm going to do it. Which leads us into, oh, interesting. So, this particular deck, because notice the back. I love the colors. The colors on this Rider-Waite-Smith is one of my favorites. But with the back of this deck, since they've got the rose here like that, I love reading reversals, but I don't want to know what the cards are going to be. So I know that these are all upright, and I keep this deck upright. But this leads into, there are no coincidences and everything's an omen, because I didn't realize that this 6 is reversed in this deck. And we pay attention to all the small details in life. You know, we look at the small details. I stub my toe, and how do I react? Do I laugh it off, or does it just ruin my entire day? It's the small things. And with the 6 of Swords, swords are our thoughts, our anxieties, and our ideas. When we get to the 6 of Swords, 6s are about harmony, improvements, things getting better. And the 6 of Swords is that sense that we get when we finally, you know, get over a hump. When we're finally moving past something, maybe trying to get a break. But when it's reversed, you know, we have to ask about our willpower and the appropriate use of will. You know, we have self-will and we have self-will run riot. We have situations where it's my way or the highway. It's situations where I know better. And sometimes I personally will react to things in a particular way. And it's not always the best way. And so it can lead to that 6 of Swords where, you know, again, it's, you know, I'm right. This is rightism. And then how we feel after rightism when we take a breath. But let's see what that leads into. So, rightism without taking a breath. That's what this whole thing is, because then we lead into the 10 of Swords. And what is the 10 of Swords? This is the card I call the I'm okay card. I mean, look at this guy. It's like, his day's so bad he's got a sword sticking out of his ear. In reality, has anybody had that bad of a day to where we had a sword sticking out of our ear? It's like, no, it just feels like it. So he's got these swords. This is anxieties. And it's just a stress that we put ourselves under, or that life seems to put us. But you know what? How you doing today? I'm okay. He gives us this little hand sign there that says, hey, cool, I'm good. Or as I like to say, you know, I'm fine, which is effed up, insecure, neurotic, and emotional. So this is one of those things where we want to get our way. Self-will run riot. I'm smarter than the other person. I'm going to just make this happen, and I'm not going to take a breath. And then until we get to the 10 of Swords, and 10, again, 1 through 10 is the numerology. 10 means it's a 1 and a 0. It's a 1. We're getting ready to start over again, because when we're sick and tired of being sick and tired, Then maybe we'll try something different and start with the Ace of Swords again. And sometimes it can be humbling, but let's see what the advice card is. This is great because it's the Eight of Swords, and Pamela Coleman Smith did a wonderful job with this. Look at this person here. They are loosely bound with ribbon, where you know that if they just kind of shook their bodies a little bit, the ribbons would fall off, the blindfold would fall off. And even though they feel like they're wrapped up in their anxieties, like they can't get out, if they just stopped long enough, took a breath, and let the blindfold fall off, they would see that it's actually clear and they can do it. The analogy I always give is that brick, that when you hold a brick up to your face this close, it's an insurmountable wall. But when we take a breath and we realize we can step back, then we see it's just a brick and we can see around it. So today, when we're feeling that anxiety, and I tell you what, I can see with this networking project that I'm working on. You know, sometimes I get rolling. It's like I'm just going to get this done, and sometimes it's more important to get it done than to get it done right, which can cause all that anxiety. And then when we start compounding our problems because we start pushing our will even harder and compounding it more, pushing things harder until we finally are like, I just need to stop, walk away, and then come back. So today, if you feel that rightism, or if you feel like I must get this done, or it's my way or the highway, this is one of those. There are no coincidences. Everything's an omen. The tarot is not reading our fortune. It's reminding us that this is a mirror. And we've all felt this way. Now we're going to actually walk away from this mirror. And maybe later on today, if we start feeling stress. Because keep in mind, these are the minors. And minors are day-to-day cards. This is a welcome to a Thursday. It's the major that we need to pay attention to. And the major is our self-will. The minors are just the possible results. So, today it's one of those days to just listen to other people, possibly take in their advice, think about, as I'm going through the day, I'm going to think, maybe I should try it their way. But each of us has an example in our lives where we can think about that. So, with that, I hope everybody has an amazing, amazing, amazing day. And amazing evening, amazing whatever, wherever you happen to be in the world. And I will see you again tomorrow. Take care, everybody.
Stars in the sky, cards in my hand, searching for signs, lost in the sand. Whispers of fate, echoes of dreams in the dark slate. Nothing's as it seems. Flip the cards, turn around, the stars